Okay, we need them coins.
I am here.
Hello.
Here, I am here. Can you hear me?
Yes, you are here, honey. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. How's the sound?
It's good. I can hear you great. You have a great voice. Sounds
Oh,
good. I'm
good.
excited you're here.
Hi, everybody. We gonna talk money? Is that what we gonna talk?
Oh, honey, we talking money. Yes, honey. Because if you ain't talking money, I don't want to
I know.
talk. Yes. Okay. Thank you again for joining us. I hope that everybody's tuned in and excited to talk a little bit about money. So, Miss Gloria, tell us about you. What do you do? How do you help people? All of that good stuff. Tell us about you.
All right. My name is Gloria Ward, and I'm the founder of the I'm Loving Me Project, where we inspire women to live their highest and truest self. It has been a passion of mine to always help women get to the next level, either in business or personally. So, what I wanted to do is I wanted to go ahead and merge the two because
Ooh.
it's the one or the other, right? So, when you are an entrepreneur and you're working in business, like now, this is what a real entrepreneur looks like, okay? We always working, we always trying to make things, come together, and we always trying to move our business forward. But the biggest thing that we battle with is our mind, right?
Ooh.
Biggest thing that we battle with, because our mind is so programmed to tell us different things based on our old patterns of how we grew up. If we are good enough, can we actually get it done? Are we in a position? Is it because we are women? Is it because we're black? All these things go through our mind where it hinders us and stops us from taking our life and our business to the next level. So I said, how about if we just go ahead and merge the two, where at the same time we're working on our mind and we're working on getting that bag, right?
Oh, come on.
You know,
Mind and money, honey. That's a terrible combination.
Let me tell you, if you have two, you unstoppable.
Ooh.
Okay? If you have the two, you are unstoppable because you look at it. If you look at Elon Musk, if you look at Bill Gates, if you look at all of these millionaires and billionaires and Jeff Bezos and everything, the first thing that they would tell you is that I had to work on my mind. I
Mm.
had to work on myself. I had to work on my limitations because you have to know that you can do something in order for you to get to a next level. Now, what they call it is, being limitless and everything, but I call it
Hmm.
faith because if you don't have faith in what you really want to do, then you're not going to get that far because your faith is only going to take you as much as you believe. And if you don't believe in yourself that much, then you ain't going to get that bag. Faith comes with everything, right? And so, in order for you to get to the money, you got to believe that it's yours, right? You got to believe that it's yours. You got to know that it's yours. And nobody, hell on earth or anything, is going to tell you that it's not yours because you won't take no for an answer if you know it's yours. No means to you, oh, they mean not now. Maybe they just not ready, or they'll probably come back later, right? No, a no is not a no. A no means, oh, okay, they just not ready for what I got.
Mm. Oof.
But if you believe in yourself and you work on your mind daily and you giving yourself that spiritual food, you are limitless, right? Because anything that you do, even with you in this show, you believe and have faith in something, right? You know that doing this is going to catapult you to your dreams. So you put in the work and the effort to make it work because you know where you want to go, right? So don't get me fired up, girl. Yeah, I could
Honey,
talk.
let me tell you something. This interview was over.
We
That's all I
got some
needed.
knowledge tonight.
Come
Yes,
on, come
we are.
on. Honey, this is
Yes,
what I needed
are.
today.
Right.
Okay, okay. Because I got some questions. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's talk a little bit about the money, right? Let's talk about the money side. So how does Gloria help women increase revenue when they're starting their small businesses?
Okay. The first thing that we do is we work on your business model, right? That's where it all starts. So, for example, you just starting out in your business. let's say you want to do retail, you want to sell some jewelry, or you want to sell shirts or whatever it is that you want to sell. What kind of business model are you using? And you say, well, Gloria, I don't even know what a business model is. A business model is how you make money. How are you making money from beginning to the end? That can be subscription based. That can be e-commerce based. That can be from direct sales. You know, it could come from a plethora of things. It is exactly 55 business models that the world uses over and over again
Ooh.
in order to go ahead and make money, right? So there is no science behind it. What makes it different is how you use the combinations of those business models.
Mm.
Put those combinations together, it makes you unique. I'll give you an example. Do you remember Carol's daughter?
Yeah, absolutely. I used it.
Yep, you remember Carol's daughter. Big Carol's daughter user. Now remember, Carol's daughter started in Harlem. She started in her small apartment where she was just giving out products, doing direct sales, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
One model. Then all of a sudden, it caught the attention of some celebrities. They invested in her. She was able to go ahead and get a store, right? So she went from direct sales, saying, can you buy it on the phone, to, oh, everybody's going to buy it. We have a store, which is called retail. Then she found this other thing called e-commerce, right? To say, hey, you know what? We're going to go ahead and we're going to put it on the internet, and we're going to see if we can sell on the internet. But here's the thing. Remember, the dot-com boom came out, everybody was doing well, and then everything crashed, right? So she said, well, how can I go ahead and reinvent myself where I can continue to make money even while I sleep? Do you remember Carol's daughter online, where she came up with that subscription and membership, where you could go ahead and become a member of the Carol's daughter family, right?
Mm.
Gave you a free gift inside of the package that you purchased. She always lets you know every time you purchase something, the new items that were coming out, how you can pre-order. So what she did is when those businesses started to go down, she already built up a subscription base that was email only. You would get 2 or 3 emails from Carol's daughter a day. I don't know if you remember that, where you get one in the morning, one in the afternoon, and one late at night, right?
Lord.
And she did that only because she saw the power in email and subscription. But look at it. What is everybody doing now? Your Microsoft Office is subscription. Your Adobe is subscription. You got all these things that are subscription because that's a business model that works, right? And so what I tell the women is that you have to be able to have a combination in your business model and look at how you can use the different models to make money, right? And once you feel comfortable with a model that you can implement, perfect it, and watch your revenue grow.
Combination of business models. Okay, so let me ask this. When we talk about business models, what is one mistake, or I don't even want to say mistake, but I'm just going to use mistake today. What is one mistake that you see a lot of that women make when it comes to starting a business?
The biggest thing that I see is, outside of belief, is the fact that they don't have the ability to see it all the way through. Yet we get so frustrated and uptight when things don't go well, right? Because we always feel like, man, I'm pushing and I'm trying and I'm doing, and it's just like, girl, you got to see it all the way through. I will tell you and your listeners, business is always up and down. You only are making, oh, well, I won't even call it mistakes. You only getting learning experiences because you've never done it before. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
It is not failure. It is because you've never done it before. You tried it. and you tripped. You tried it and you tripped again. But let me tell you something. Every time you pick yourself back up and you see that rock, you'll jump over it this time. When you see the other one, you'll jump over it. When you get to a tree, you might bump into it, but the next time you see that tree, you'll go around it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That is the thing that we don't want to go through. We don't want to be able to see it through because it hurts so much. Things
Mm-hmm.
don't go as fast. We want microwave results. That's just not how business works, right? Because if you came in having the knowledge of everything about business, the higher you go, the more frustration you have because now the more stuff you have to manage, right? It's kind of like that more money, more problems thing.
Mm-hmm.
But the biggest thing that I see is that, we have to be able to see it through. Don't trip over one rock and then say, I don't want to do this anymore. It's not working, because that's not true. You're learning as you going. But that's why it is important to have and connect with people and organizations who've been through the school of hard knocks, who could tell you, well, that tree coming. Well, let me tell you how to get over this rock. Let me tell you how to do this. Let me hold your hand for a little bit, and then we got to let you go.
Okay. Interesting. So let's flip it, right? Let's talk about the positive side. What is
Yeah.
one thing you would say you see a lot of women doing really well when it comes to starting a business?
Oh man, the social aspect, being
Oh, what do you
able
mean?
to connect with people. Like a lot of women that I know, the whole idea of partnership, even though they say, it's hard to work with other women, we do open ourselves up to partnerships. We do open ourselves up more to really being organized in our business, because we really, really want it to work out the way it's supposed to. So even if we are nervous about, partnering with people, we'll actually leave ourselves open to it just to see how it would go and what would it would do. And women also, we have that ability to go with our gut, which is very good. When we feel and know and we have faith in something, we usually are not afraid to take that leap, which is very good, you
Mm-hmm.
know, but it's something that we have to feel and know that that's right. So I would say those are the positive things, because then you're more open to all of the stuff that's coming at you, you
Okay.
know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we talked a little bit about the money. Let's talk about the mind.
Ooh.
The I'm Loving Me project. First of all, when I looked at your website and I did my research, I fell in love. The whole mission, right, is inspiring 1 million women worldwide. Can we break that down? What does the progress look like? Have we reached 1 million? What's the vision? Let's talk about that. Let's get into that.
I think, you know what? It's so funny that, do you know we will only be 2 years old next month? And we've done so much within that time frame. I think we're up to maybe 10,000, maybe 11,000 women
Wow.
we are, working with and inspiring. And it just brings me so much joy because, you know, when you talk about the mind, as an entrepreneur, we all battle with ourselves because
Mm-hmm.
we want to be able to do a good job. We want to be able to know that we're on track, right? And I know I battle with that a lot, where I want to make sure that the women are getting the value that they need, that we are really pushing them to help them with their mind and their business and everything. And so we have told so many stories of women. I don't know if you looked at our YouTube channel, of women that came over that overcame their trauma from molestation, uh, physical abuse, mental abuse, um, disease, everything. And they were so open, only because that experience that they went through, they really want to help another woman, right? But they felt like their voice didn't matter.
Mm.
Felt like they didn't count. But as soon as they told their story, they blossomed. And can I tell you, girl, they started to get encouraged and they started to step out there and start their business and everything. So that's why I say everything starts with the mind. You know, you only as good as your limitations. Whatever you feel about yourself, that is who you are. If
Mm-hmm.
you believe that you are the best, then you are the best. If you believe that you ain't shit, you ain't shit. Okay?
Just like that.
It's the truth, and the older we get, that's why they say, once you get older, like when you get in your 40s and 50s and everything, you just stop caring, right? You know how they say that? So then you have your aunties and your grandma and they saying stuff and you like, where that's coming from? Because they finally accepted the fact that this is who I am. I'm going to love me regardless. And whoever don't like it, who cares?
Mm-hmm.
But we hold on to that mask. We put that mask on every day, blocking our limitations, blocking our dreams because we're worried about what other people think about us. We are still struggling with what happened to us when we were younger. We are still struggling with the fact that our parents are not there. All these things that affect us is the reason why we can't move forward in our life.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't know it until we are faced with it. And it comes out in different ways. It comes out in our business, because if you are fearful, you won't go after that contract. If you got low self-esteem, you don't think you should contact Oprah. You don't think you should contact the news, right? Right? If you have experienced trauma or anything like that, you feel like you don't deserve love. You feel like what that person is giving you is what you deserve. Is all you can get. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And so what we do is we say, look, honey, if you want to go ahead and take your life to the next level, you got to get this straight, because getting money, it's all a mindset, ladies. It's all just a mindset. You're going to get as much as you believe. Okay? You're going to get as much as you believe. It doesn't matter how hard you work. You can work like a dog. Look, teachers work hard. Construction workers work hard. People who work in the coal mines work hard. And
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So working hard is not the answer.
Hello?
Right? It's the way you think. If you think that you can get it, you're going to get it, right? As long as you don't infringe on somebody else's individual freedom and you get it your way and you're not hurting anybody, then you're good to go, right? But we really focus on the mind, because that's where it all starts, because you can lose everything. I lost $1 million, right? I was having panic attacks. I was every day, right? I was in the bed every day. I was having panic attacks, everything. Only because I let outside people influence me. And I didn't know what I didn't know, right? But I was so determined I got what I wanted. But guess what? I learned how to make $1 million. I learned how to crack the mold. So if you took it all away from me, which it has, I could do it again.
Mm-hmm.
Because I found the secret. I found the model. You get it? And that's why they say, when you know it up here, nobody can take it away from you.
Mm-hmm.
You can start at McDonald's.
Mm-hmm.
If everything is taken away from you and you have to start at McDonald's, you could become a millionaire again in 5 years if you have the right mindset. Because that's all it is. You know?
So you mentioned something really interesting. You said, you lost $1 million, right? And you were in this dark place because you were listening to outside influences. So let's take it to like now. It's so much going, like you shaking your head because you already know what's getting ready to come out of my mouth. There's so much going on. On top of COVID, on top of being in this pandemic, on top of this crazy president, on top of this race war, we just found out they ain't charging the officers for Breonna Taylor's murder. On top of Wells Fargo talking about, there is no, black talent. The pool is small for black talent. And and a whole slew of other things on top of your personal life and whatever you got going on at home. People got kids and they work from home. The kids not in school. The virtual learning. Are you trying? How do you keep a strong mind? Because I get it. You know what I mean? You can't let the outside influences, impact. But how? Because it is hard.
The most important thing that I learned, and I said this on my show the other day, is that Bible reference. I don't know the Bible like that, but I do know this, where you got to put the whole armor.
Put the whole armor of God on. Yes, ma'am.
Got to put the whole armor on. The reason why that's there is because they know it's a battlefield on the outside. And it's something that you can't escape. You can't escape it, right? So you already know the swords and all that stuff is going to come at you. The daggers are going to come at you, right? But if you have a crack in your armor, it's going to get to you.
Oof.
Cut. You might get stabbed somewhere, right? If you have a crack in your armor. But if your armor is solid, and your armor is knowing who you are, loving yourself, doing your devotions and affirmations with your family, letting them know that this is what we gonna do. See, we not concerned. My grandmother used to tell me charity starts at home and then spread abroad. Right? We're not concerned on what's going on the outside, and that's what she told me. We concerned about what's going on in this household, because guess what? If mommy's mind is together and mommy love herself, she's going to spill that on you, baby, because we are the nurturers. We are the church. We are the ones who change nations. We are the ones who change communities. Every man and woman that you speak to who is grown, including you and I, say, oh, my mama said.
Okay.
My mama is the one who taught me that. Because we change nations and communities, we meaning women, right? So it is up to us to figure out how to block out that noise, put on our armor, and make sure we are instilling in our kids what they need to do for themselves, how great I am, how much I love myself. Set up boundaries. Those people that you hang out with, if you're trying to go in a different direction and they not going in your direction, you got to set boundaries. You love Pookie and them. They cool. Y'all used to smoke weed together. Y'all used to hang out. But right now, you're trying to get this business off the ground, right? Right now, you're trying to go ahead and get yourself together. So I can't do what I used to do. I got to be able to stay over here and stay focused. And yes, it's called being selfish, because everybody is selfish, including you and I, right? But if we don't do it, we are putting so much in jeopardy with our kids, with our family, with everything. I saw that meme that said, these kids are cutting school right in front of my face. Because they working from home.
Right.
But that is that time for you to instill who they are, teach them, and let them know, look, honey, the world that you see out there, yes, is something that you might have to come across one day, but let me go ahead and teach you and show you how you need to do this. Let me teach you how to be independent. Let me teach you financial literacy, which is the biggest thing that we need. Let me show you how you could start a little business for yourself. When we were younger, I'm 41. When we were younger, my grandmother used to say, clean that kitchen. When you get a job, go ahead and pay me $3 to go ahead and get some tissue. You're responsible for getting toilet paper and all this stuff. now. Even though I hated it and was like, why the hell do I gotta pay for something? I'm a kid, right? Why I gotta do that? And I want you to pay
Right.
$50 in rent. The reason why is she was preparing me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because
Mm-hmm.
knew at some point I was going to be out there on my own. And I left my home at 18. And when I left my home at 18, I knew how to cook. I knew how to clean. I knew how to take care of a household. I knew how to pay rent. And I knew how to budget money, right? And so because I had the foundation, I could look around and say, okay, well, what else do I want to do? But I want to go ahead and start a business. Well, I know how to budget money, but now I just got to figure out how this business thing works, right? And so we have to be able to stay focused. So I would say to your listeners and everybody, focus on your family and focus on your family's wealth, well-being, and mental health. Your kids, if they not talking to you, check in with them and see how they're doing. Because the people on Instagram and the people on TikTok
Child.
that's going on, they are influencing your kids,
Mm-hmm.
right? Teach them about financial literacy now. Show them how to go ahead and budget and make money. Give them a little business to do. Let them go ahead and cut grass and deliver stuff.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Just to get them working and instill a good work ethic in them, you know? So that's what I would say. With everything going on, you have to know that the distractions are always going to be there. They're never going away. But you still have to stay focused. Take in what you can, but stay focused on the task at hand. Whatever your goals are, focus on those. You know, I thought I had it here, but this is what I do. I'm going to show your listeners. This is what I do every year. I write out my strategic plan. I don't know if you can see.
Yes.
I write out my strategic plan. You see that? And I also write out my personal life plan. Because I got dreams and goals for my business, but what about myself?
Myself. Hello?
You know what I'm saying? How am I going to have that balance so that I'm able to thrive, but also live a life that I want to live? Because that's what we
Right.
do for, right? What were you working hard for? Because you want to be able to have your staple in the world. You want the world to know that you were here. You want to be able to do your part, right? And we believe it so much. We spend our time, our money, our effort, all of the precious things that we have into making it come true. Like now.
Right. Okay. This is I needed this. Yes. Okay. So we got a few more minutes, right? And I want to wrap this up with this question.
Yeah.
Let's combine mind and money, right? Those are the things, that we've agreed have to be connected. Correct. So 5 tips, 5 major tips to building revenue for your small business when we think about connecting mind with money.
Okay. The first thing you have to do is, I would say, read something inspirational every day. I don't care if you don't like it. If you don't like reading, take it in video form or anything like that, right? The second thing that you want to do is that you want to be able to sit down and assess where you are. You gotta your current reality so that you know where you're going, right? If you are struggling in any of your areas, in finances, in marketing, in sales, in organization, or anything like that, those areas that you are struggling with, you ask yourself, is this something that I can handle? And if it's not, who can handle it for me? Then the third thing that I would say that you should do is go ahead and watch your budgets. Always look at where you are financially in your business. Because in business, you spend a lot of money. You burn through a lot of cash quickly, only because you're trying to figure it out, right? But while you're looking at where you are, figure out where can you increase your revenue. So when you're looking at those different areas where you feel like you're weak in, let's say you know, you want to be able to increase your sales a little bit more. You know, if you sell perfume or oils or candles or anything, look at those different areas to see, well, how can I increase my revenue here? Right now, we're doing direct sales. Do I have enough customers to get me some referrals? You know,
Mm-hmm.
do I have enough people where I can go ahead and turn this into something where I could do a subscription base? Do I have the capabilities to go ahead and give something away for free and then do, you know, like a bundle or offer or something like that? Look for those little ways in which you can increase your revenue in your business because they are there. You just can't see them,
Mm-hmm.
right? And the fourth thing is, are we on number
Mm-hmm.
4?
Number 4.
Build a team. I don't care if you think you don't have money. Build a team because you can't do it alone. Nobody makes millions of dollars by themselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
You always have to be able to have someone working with you. If you're not good with social media, find someone who would do it. If you're
Mm-hmm.
not good with sales and marketing and public relations, find someone. Gloria, I can't afford it. You know, I'm doing everything by myself. I'm wearing so many hats. That's why you're not getting nowhere, honey,
Mm-hmm.
because you're doing too much. Right now, with the pandemic, there are over 22 million people who are unemployed. But guess what they want to do? They want to be able to be in your position where they can start a business. So come up with some kind of partnership. Come up with a contract and say, you know what? I could do a 3-month, I could do a 4-month contract with you. I could pay you $300-400. We could see how it works out. And you set what your goals are within those 3 or 4 months. If they reach those goals and you are able to see, you know, your revenue come in, increase the contract because it's working, right?
Mm-hmm.
If it's not, go ahead and find somebody else. Take your small budget and keep going. A lot of people right now will work with you because they are unemployed. Go get those waitresses who are not
Mm-hmm.
working. Go get those bartenders who are not working. You know why? Because they are salespeople.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They are salespeople and they're not afraid to go ahead and pick up a phone or send an email or whatever it is that they want to do, right? And the fifth thing that I would tell
Number
you
5.
is always, 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 after you take care of your business, after you do all of that, take care of you.
Take care of
Because
you.
if you don't take care of you, you cannot be the best for anyone else. You just can't. You cannot be the best for anyone else if you don't take care of yourself. You can't be the best to your customers. You can't be the best to your family. You can't even be the best for you because you'll be constantly thinking about all those negative things that is not going right, and you won't be able to brainstorm and focus. What you have to remember is that you are the CEO in your company. CEO means you are the visionary. You are the one who lives in the clouds. You are the one who has to brainstorm, and you are the one that sees the light at the end of the tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
You need that time to go ahead and brainstorm how you're going to get there. You need that time to dream and to create and to think of things. You need
Mm-hmm.
read. You need that time to research what other companies are doing. You need that time to read the biographies of other people because there's secrets in everything, right? And that is how you move forward because it is your vision that
Mm-hmm.
everyone's working hard to come to fruition, right? It is your idea about what you have in your head. How are you going to be able to bring that to life if you're not taking care of you?
Right.
You know,
Right.
you got to take care of you, you
Right.
know. And we say inside is God, myself, my family, my friends, and whoever else, my
Right.
acquaintance. But it's just in that order. God first, and then you. If you need that hour every time you come home and the kids are running and doing all that, train your kids to give you an hour where you could go in your room, You can take a bath, you could be by yourself, and you can de-stress from coming in from the day. Because you know why? When you walk out that room an hour later, you could be the best for them. Baby, what do you need? How was school today? Is everything great? Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely. We needed that. All
that's
right,
what
Ms.
it
Gloria, so tell us where we can find more information about you, about the I'm Loving Me project, all of that good stuff before we wrap this up.
So on Instagram, we are the I'm Loving Me Project. My personal is G Ward ATL. You can find me there. Our website is I'mLovingMe.net. We focus on women living their highest and truest self. And you can also find us on YouTube and Facebook at the I'm Loving Me Project. I do an inspiration in 30 every day for our ladies to help you start your day. And we talk about current events, we laugh, we cry. We have our Empower Her Soul workshops because we need that safe space where we could come and talk. Because another thing is that we as business owners and we as women, and also especially we as Black women, we feel like we can't be vulnerable in front of everyone. We always feel like we got it. We got to be strong. We got to do this. We can't cry in front of nobody. We can't let our stuff out, right? Now throw business on top of that, where they
Right, right.
tell you, you gotta have this, you gotta do that. No, you come to an Empower Her Soul workshop, you let all that go. You laugh, you cry, you learn. You have that ability to build yourself back up so that you can go out and think clearly and go ahead and run your business and live your dreams. Because that's the only reason why we're doing all of this. We want to be able to take what's in our head and let the world see it. So why not?
So
I'm
why
gonna
not?
everything that I can. I'm gonna do everything that I can to make sure I'm preparing myself so that the world can see that it is possible for a woman like you and I to live her highest and truest self unapologetically, right? And
Unapologetically.
smile and laugh with it and be able to build communities and change nations. That's not only for Michelle Obama, it's for you. It's not
Hmm.
only for Oprah, it's for you. It's not only for those people that you looking at that you think, wow, they done did it. The only thing that they did is they worked on this.
Hmm.
That's it.
That's
Everything
it.
else falls in line after that.
Just falls in line.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Miss Gloria, thank you so much for stopping by and dropping these gems. I appreciated you so much. I appreciate this interview so much. I learned so much. And I hope that everybody who's watching, who tunes in, gained something new, gained a new perspective.
Mm-hmm. I appreciate it. Thank you for being here. I thank you to your audience and everyone. And again, like I said, in your business, business is more about mind than anything. So if you want to go from zero to $1 million, if you want to learn all those things, work on your business model, work on your mind, get a good team, and make sure that you are doing what's best for you so you can be the best. Work on it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, Miss Gloria, thank you again. And I pray that you have an amazing night.
I will. Thank you.
Of course. Bye bye.